Fucking
Fucking beast.
Yo, what is up, everybody? We are back. Last time we ranked all the Ocarina of Time dungeons. Today we are talking about Wind Waker. We are going to rank all the Wind Waker dungeons in a tier list, starting from D tier all the way up. I will say, before we get into it, that I think the dungeon roster in this game is very lackluster. I think the strengths of Wind Waker are not in the dungeons. Strengths of Wind Waker are in the exploration and the Great Sea, not in the dungeons. So the dungeons in here are not going to be nearly as high on the list compared to like Ocarina of Time dungeons. I don't think that this game definitely delivers at the same level in terms of its dungeon design. So without further ado, we're going to start in the D tier. I think the worst dungeon in the game is actually Ganon's Tower. Ganon's Tower is a weird boss rush tower thing that's monotonous, and it's just not a great ending to the game. Other than the ending Ganon fight himself, this tower honestly kind of sucks ass. The puzzles leading up to it are weird. The traveling to the Forsaken Fortress in and out connecting is weird. The Phantom Ganon fight over and over and over just becomes monotonous and tedious. Like, it's cool once, but when you do it in consecutive rooms over and over and over, it just becomes annoying. I don't know why you have to keep doing that. Fighting all the bosses again with no added difficulty. Like, they don't even change them. They don't even add a new phase or add anything to them at all. It just feels shoehorned in just for fluff. It's just a weird end to me. I don't think this game deserved that. This game deserved a better Ganon's Tower to me. If you compare that to Ocarina of Time, it is night and fucking day difference. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, something wasn't mathing here when they made this dungeon here. This should be an epic, cool dungeon. You refight the boss again. You go through a path where you utilize the tools you used in the area where you got the boss and fought them. However, though, the bosses come in this weird gray color, and they're just the same boss. They just look a little distorted, like they're fake or gray. There's no change to them.
But yeah, why is it gray? Why did I just lose my items? Like, why is it a flashback? Or are we time traveling? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
They want you to use the items you're supposedly supposed to have to beat the boss, or you're supposed to have at this point in the game. But why? Why does it matter? This dungeon overall, and later on too, part of the dungeon too as well, you do encounter the Phantom Ganon section where you have to go down and go in every room the sword drops. That's part of this dungeon too.
It's just so disconnected and weird to me.
It's weird, and Ganon itself is just Puppet Ganon and all this shit.
Puppet Ganon ass.
It's ass.
It's ass.
It is awful.
It looked bad. It feels weird. Like, I don't know why.
Why puppets?
Why?
Why?
Like, it doesn't fit his character at all.
No.
Other games, like, he turns into like some boar, some beast. But this game is just puppet.
Literally, this is the same Ganon timeline as the Ocarina of Ganon. Why is he not a boar or some type of beast? Why is he puppets all of a sudden?
Yeah, that doesn't.
Just all weird. You have to climb up the tower again in that section. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, we didn't put the Forsaken Fortress as the worst, by the way.
No, it's not. It's not even close.
Not even close.
Because second coming up is the Wind Temple.
Oh, yeah.
This temple is the definition of annoying. It's tedious. I am not a fan of the partner system, whatever you want to call it, the command system. Having to carry around Makar and Medley in the other dungeon is not great. You have to constantly be worrying about them. Controlling them is so slow. They move so slow. They are so tedious. They barely fly anywhere. They have minds of their own sometimes. They can't fight. They can't do shit. They get taken away. They get lost. You're basically controlling two people at once, and it's just annoying and tedious. You have to constantly manage where they are on the map. The giant fan in the middle is just atrocious. monitoring your magic throughout this temple is so annoying. I feel like I'm constantly out of magic. Even with the double magic meter upgrade, you're constantly out of magic. Because going up the fucking fan drains your magic for some reason. It is so annoying. This temple sucks. It blows. The only reason that it is above Gannis Tower is because it has the Mulgara music. That's it. That's really it.
Boss fight carry hard, but not hard enough.
And that one room where you get the hook shot is peak. That fight is awesome, and Mulgara is awesome. That's it. That's really it. This temple blows. It's annoying. I know I probably said everything you want to say. It's bad.
You might think, but no. There is a plethora of things more I can say about why this is bad and the defense of this dungeon. Okay, number 2. This is the Wind Temple, right? The Wind Temple, okay? Not the Earth Plant Temple, not the Growing Trees Temple, the Wind Temple. I should be flying in the air, right? There's a giant fan, sure. But this guy fucking sucks. You gets kidnapped. I have to deal with gloom hands that take your partner away as well. We have to go back and retrieve them. It is annoying. This also has the mechanic of Iron Boots. Iron Boots is used plethora in this dungeon. Why, you may ask? Oh, because you use the Iron Boots to wear yourself down from the wind. Cool. No. How they use it is, number 1, there's like switches where you jump on it multiple times with the Iron Boots, like a spring, where you have to fly in the air with it, jump on the boots. You jump on the boots slowly to go through a wind room where you have to carry your partner, stop a blade with a push block. It's just so time consuming. This dungeon just feels like it drained my energy. Like I need a nap after I played this. There's just no fun part about it whatsoever. And Mulgara, as cool as the music is, that boss fight ass. It's literally just designed to annoy you. It spawns enemies so you can hookshot them and not him. That's it. Mulgara doesn't do anything to you, actually. It just flies around and goes back around like it's nothing burger. This dungeon I could live without this dungeon being in the game, honestly, and I wouldn't care. The only thing I'd be sad about is there's no Mulgara music. But this dungeon...
It's bad.
It's bad. He's sad enough on it, too.
It's bad. Next up, we're moving on to the C tier.
Yes, sir.
These temples, I think, are close to being good, but they just have some fatal flaws. Next up, we have the Forsaken Fortress. This is a tale of two halves, because I love going back to the Forsaken Fortress the second time, but the first time it is so slow, it is so annoying. Stealth sections in Zelda are not fun. Not having a sword is not fun. Walking around in barrels is not fun. The best part about the first time you go to Forsaken Fortress is I do think it is kind of cool beating up the moblins with like their own weapons. Like I think that's pretty cool. Windwaker has a mechanic so you can pick up other people's swords and shit, whatever those like chicken sticks looking things are. Those are pretty cool. Like that mechanic I think is cool, and the fact that that kind of shows it off is pretty sweet. But that's really it. Yeah, it's slow, it's stealthy, it's annoying if you ever get caught. You shouldn't get caught. It's not hard at all. If you've ever replayed this game, you should not get caught. It is not hard at all. But maybe for first-time players, maybe. It's really just a circle. It's just a pentagon. Like, you just go in a circle. Very simple, but still just not very fun.
Yeah, like, the first time is just not fun. The first time you play is really one of the worst. It's just lame.
It sets a bad tone for the game.
It does,
because that's really the first dungeon.
It is. You get your sword. You're like, I'm ready for action. Tetra blasts you in. You lose it. You have to study.
Yeah, it starts off the game so bad to me because like you meet up with the pirates and then immediately you lose
them. You don't need them.
It kills the momentum.
It does.
It kills the momentum of the game for me.
It's supposed to show you, like, eventually, like, you know, Ganon is imposing and you're just a weak little helpless guy. I get that. But it still sets a tone of just, I don't know, as a player, I'm just not enjoying it. I don't care about the tone. It's just not fun. But the second time around, Forsaken Fortress
so peak.
is actually one of the best dungeons, quote unquote, the second time, I think this is S tier, honestly.
I would, if we could separate the two into placing. I think that's the best part of the entire game.
Is the second time. Oh my! Actually,
that's one of my favorite parts in all of Zelda.
Actually, if we put this dungeon together, the first time is so bad, it makes the second time even more better rewarding. If the first time was fun, the second time might be okay. But because the second time is so awful and you feel bad, you going back there again, and now you can whoop everybody's ass. There's no stealth.
You get all your weapons. You get the skull hammer. You start whooping ass.
Yeah, I might put this a little higher just because of that. Maybe they purposely made it bad, so the second time you come, you just feel more rewarding. Because that's the definition of this dungeon. I feel rewarded. The king. Oh my god, the boss.
Yeah, fighting the Helmrock King is epic.
Epic.
Like
the escape sequence to get to him.
You get your revenge. It's fucking epic.
Damn,
it's tough.
It's tough. I don't know.
It's tough because the first time sucks.
It's really bad.
If we could separate the two entries, the first time would be I would put like here in the C tier, and then the second half easy S tier. That could be our little asterisk or little caveat. All together, like I'll put it in here. But yeah, that return is epic. You fight Phantom Ganon.
Yep.
It really shows the growth that the player goes through.
I think from a story wise, they purposely made it bad for the first time because it shows just how weak and imposing you aren't. And Ganon is dangling you around like you're nothing when you get there. But when you come back, it's to show the triumph of heroes' growth. Like, I'm fucking you up, Ganon. Ganon's now a threat to me. Like, Ganon's now fucking, I can try getting him. Like, you feel more encouraged to get through the dungeon more and get to Ganon and defeat him. Try to. And then the badass scene with Ganon, so cool, epic, like, damn. So it hurts to put this actually a C, or think about it.
It's just,
but you have to take the good and the bad, I guess.
It's really just two trips. Like, if you want to count that as two separate dungeons, quote unquote, you can. The second half, easy S tier. Best moment in the game, in my opinion, is defeating the Helmrock King.
I know people put this as always their bottom dungeon in the game, but I feel like they always miss out on the second part, and they never talk about the second part.
I mean, that's where you get the hammer. That's where you get the heart containers. Where you fight the boss.
Because the first time around, it's not really a dungeon. It is a dungeon, but like it's not really a full dungeon. It's like it's locked. It's like it's not the full potential.
Right.
So
kind of tough dungeon to rank.
It is. It depends.
Depends on your rules of tier lists. But just throw that out there. Second half S tier. But moving on to the Earth Temple. Whew. I'm gonna let Icy take over on the Earth Temple.
Okay.
I think Icy has some words to say about it.
Oh boy, as an expert who's done the Earth Temple many times on all the playthroughs, fuck Medley, and this place is ass. Let's get started. First along, when you get into the temple, you just have to deal with Medley. Medley is the worst part about this entire dungeon, and what makes this dungeon ass and bad. Honestly, the dungeon is pretty good without her. I like the fact that when you control, there's like light puzzles in the dungeon, you have to deal with those. I like the aesthetic of the dungeon. I think it's cool. Honestly, I like this better than Spirit Temple's mirror mechanic, where you actually utilize it cool. There's gloom in the area, so you actually have to use the light to get rid of the gloom. You have to use the light to break statues, but Medley makes it fucking impossibly annoying because commanding her is awful. One, you have to station around her and move her and aim her correctly at the right angle for the light to bend off her harp to get this going on, and then you have to reflect off your thing. That fucking infamous puzzle mirror room that takes forever to get through is abysmally long. It's not really that hard, but it's just really long and boring and monotonous. Like, they took the Spirit Temple idea and went to crack 10. Like, you just have to sit there and just Move the mirror a bit. Okay, shine a light here. Let me move that second mirror. Shine a light there. Oh, that breaks that wall. Now move there. It's just boring. And then the boss itself is very just forgettable. Jala Jala, I think, is his name. You just play some Wii bowling with him on the wall, and then you just... It's just...
My problem with this dungeon is that the puzzles, you figure out the puzzle in like 5 seconds, but they take you 10 minutes to actually do
forever.
it. Like, that's my problem with light puzzles. You see it, and you can immediately deduce what to do. Like, you immediately figure it out, but you are sitting there just moving shit forever. And it's just so agonizing, because, like, you know what to do, and that's, like, the whole dungeon. It's linear, it's not hard, it's just tedious over and over. Some redeeming qualities, though, I will say, are like those like skeleton things that you fight. That room is pretty cool. Like, I like the Redead's like design in this dungeon is really cool.
Yeah.
But those light I'm not a fan of light puzzles. They're super easy, and they're like the worst kind of puzzle. They're easy to figure out and then long to do. Long, tedious, agonizing. Like, they're like, it doesn't feel rewarding doing them because you already figured it out, and like it's such a delayed gratification because they just take so long to just move
that
mirrors.
Mirror
around.
puzzle, you know what it is. You know the result. You know you're gonna shine on the two eyes. It's so obvious, but it just takes so long to get there.
Bro, it's so obvious. It's engraved on the ground. You look at the ground and it shows you where the mirrors go. It's not hard.
It's not really even a puzzle. It's just work.
Yeah, like
it's a task.
Like, it's just dumb. Like, it's not good. It's not good. I think light puzzles are actually some of the worst variations of puzzles, in my opinion. Maybe the end result can be pretty to look at, but the act of doing them, not fun. That's my opinion. Like, light puzzles are spammed in this dungeon. Like, I get it. That's like Medley's whole thing, but most of the time they're just not cool. The best implementation of it is like finding those choo-choos.
There's choo-choos to turn the stone.
That's interesting.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
Great. I like to use light like that. Unfortunately,
that's other than that, it's not great.
Not great. And one more note: Gloom Hands. There's lots in this dungeon, and they take Medley away.
Gloom Hands have way too much health.
They take like 5 hits.
Way too much health.
5 hits or something.
They
like that.
take so many hits.
And
every time you hit them, they like jump back, so like you can't combo them either.
No.
Mad annoying enemy. Mad annoying.
They send you back to the beginning after that. It's just... And commanding somebody too, they can send them back to the beginning of a section. You have to go back and get them. It's just not fun.
Alright. With that said, moving on to the B tier, I think every dungeon from this point on, I think, are good. I think these temples in the B tier, they're just solid. They just kind of lack sauce. And next up, I have Dragon Roost. It's like what I consider really the first dungeon. Technically, I guess you could say Forsaken Fortress, but that first time you're in the Forsaken Fortress, you're not really doing anything Zelda dungeon-esque. It's all stealth mission. It's no puzzles, no nothing. In my brain, this is really the first dungeon. This is really the first, like, time you do a dungeon in the traditional Zelda sense. And I think it accomplishes what it's trying to do pretty well. It's a good starter dungeon. It's fine. It's just kind of boring. It's easy. You see big rock, you see bomb next to it, you blow it up. You have water pot, you see lava, you throw water in the lava. It's nothing crazy. It's simple. In the GameCube version, this dungeon's a lot worse because the grappling hook is a lot worse. In the HD version, this temple is better because the grappling hook is so much faster and easier to use. That's really about it. This temple is really short. You can honestly do this whole temple in probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's no challenge. It's simple. It's easy. There's some cool shit in it. That fight to get the grapple hook is pretty cool. You do it outside. I think I like when temples go outside. It feels more immersive to me. More interactive. You're not just in like a giant building. It's a little bit more interactive. That's like, I feel more into the game, into the world when I can go outside and still enter the dungeon in another way. I think that's pretty cool. So some brownie points for that. Goma, I think this is a pretty okay Goma fight. I mean, you do the same thing 3 times in a row. Again, not really a huge threat. She doesn't really do anything, but awesome design. The fight like looks awesome. Yeah, this dungeon is just really simple. It's just really simple. There's nothing real bad, nothing like really bad, but it definitely lacks like some sauce. Like it lacks some like cool music. It lacks vibe. It lacks those kind of things that kind of put it over the top to me. Nothing too interesting. It's just kind of there. It's just kind of a vibe.
Yeah, that's really all there's much to say about this dungeon. This is the feels like again the first dungeon, because again you actually fight Goma here, and Goma's typically always the first boss in a lot of Zelda games, typically.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dungeon is just the vibe. This dungeon is broken down in 2 parts. You can put this. This is the most drastic change in the dungeon in HD and GameCube because of simply the grappling hook. It's really slow in the GameCube, so it can be tedious to actually use to fight Goma in that fight too. It's just super slow. If you mess up once, it's super punishing. But in the HD version, they double the speed, so it's really a breeze to use it. But yeah, I think this dungeon's okay. It's solid. Not much to really say about this dungeon.
Yeah, it's
nothing offensive in it, and it's okay.
It's pretty mid. So next up, moving on, we have Forest Haven / the Forbidden Woods. I put this over Dragon Roost because of the possible Kokiri like theory that this could be like the new like Kokiri Forest type thing. You know, you have the Kokiri symbols on the wall. At least this has like some kind of feel, some kind of lore to it. It's okay. This dungeon has some strengths over Dragon Roost. Like, I like the music, I like the vibe, I like that it's in like a giant tree. That's pretty cool. The boomerang is awesome. Windwaker boomerang is the best iteration of the boomerang in my opinion. It is so cool. Locking on with it is so awesome. It, you know, stuns enemies. It makes life so much easier. It is peak. The boomerang in this game is absolutely peak. So getting that in this dungeon is awesome. The puzzles are honestly in this dungeon kind of the worst part. I think if the puzzles were a little bit better, I think this could be like an A or possibly an S tier, because I think it has the vibe, the area, the idea down, but for a room-to-room situation, it's kind of lackluster. Throwing the giant nuts on the wall, kind of, you know, kind of lackluster. Using the leaf to like blow fans over and over, kind of mid, especially since there's like 10 rooms you got to do that over and over. Like, there's not that much variety in terms of puzzles in this dungeon. It's just not a lot going on. I wish they could have done more with it in terms of just like the creativity of the puzzles. But I love the vibe and the look and the mystique and the feel. Also, the boss sucks. That's another reason. I think if Kali Demos was a little bit better, I think this could be A tier. Kali Demos sucks. You can literally like kill it in one cycle. It's just so weak, has no health. It is just boring. Does it serve any threat at all?
No.
This dungeon to me is so close to being like S tier, like just small little tweaks, and I think it could be easily one of the best in the franchise, but it just, little things hold it back. Like, the little things are a big thing in this dungeon in my opinion. What do you think?
This dungeon is one of the most beautiful fucking things.
It is. It really is.
It really is. Like, especially HD too. They took it. This is the pinnacle of what Windwaker. This is the pinnacle of the best looking Zelda game ever. That dungeon. That being said, though, it is very okay. Like you said, the nut section's boring. I hate it. It's tedious. Having to throw nuts at the door. You can't even get close to the door because the door has an eye on it. And if you get too close to the eye will retract. And you throw your nut and it won't break. You have to be at a certain distance to throw your nut. And that makes it's okay. It's not it's not enjoyable. But once you get the boomerang though, the dungeon really peaks up to amazingness. I wish I had the boomerang earlier in the dungeon, honestly. And then Cali Demos is Demos mid boss of all time. It's hello. They try to do Ocarina of Time's boss, but worse. He doesn't move, so that's another thing too about him. He just sits there and you throw the boomerang at him, and you walk up and you just slice him.
Baronade was somewhat better.
It was. This boss is
Baronade way better.
It's bad, but
okay. Moving on. We only have one temple left, and that is Tower of the Gods. We are putting Tower of the Gods in the A tier. That means there are no S tier dungeons in Wind Waker, in our opinion. Tower of the Gods is really good. I just don't think it is great. It starts off so good, so creative. That first floor is peak. It's creative. It's basically a water temple, but I think it's like the best water section in a game because the water in each room is independent of each other. There's not just like one overall water level that you have to worry about. It's like the water fluctuates in each room, and I think that's a lot better, a lot more fun, a lot more manageable, a lot less annoying and tedious you gotta worry about. That makes it way more enjoyable. Moving boxes along the water so when they rise, like that's pretty creative. That's a creative puzzle. That first section is fantastic. You actually get to bring the bow into the temple, which I'm surprised wasn't utilized more in this game, honestly. Like that's really unique. That's really cool. As you ascend the tower, I think that midsection, when you have to do the command melody over and over and over again, definitely starts to get tedious. It's really slow. The statues don't do anything. They're just kind of obtuse, and constantly playing the command melody over and over and over is pretty annoying as well. So that midsection kind of brings it down a lot for me. Just because of the spam of the command melody. Over and over in this game, you have to use it. I think this is the best iteration of it because you don't have to worry about each statue after you do the room. So, like, instead of, like, you have to worry about Makar and Medley throughout the whole dungeon. Yeah. You have to constantly bring them. You have to constantly know their whereabouts. Once you're done in a room, that statue's done.
It's gone. You don't have to bring it around anymore.
Like, there's one... I think there's that room with the chains that go up and down. You have to bring one across, but they don't get lost. They don't get captured.
No, I think you just launch it down like a scale.
Yeah, nothing crazy, nothing tedious. The bow puzzles where you just shoot eyes are mediocre. They're fine. There's that one room with all the moving platforms that I think is pretty cool. With a couple eyes you gotta shoot. Like that's okay. At the top of the tower, got some tough enemies up there you gotta fight. There's that one room with the fucking Beamos that shoots it around. Fuck that room.
Fuck Beamos. Fuck that
Beamos in this game shoots so fast. It's so annoying. And it's not like Ocarina of Time. When you get hit by Beamos Ocarina of Time, you don't like fall over. You just take damage and Link just says, huh, and you just keep moving. This game, you get launched off your feet and you have to get up and restart. It's so annoying. Beamos are mad annoying in this game. So that a little bit annoying. That room sucks. And then the boss, it's a spin on Bongo Bongo. You got the hands. You gotta shoot the eyes on the hands. It's like Bongo Bongo. It is a little bit different. That, you know, you have to like shoot the hands first and then shoot him, and he has his own hitbox and he shoots fireballs or laser beams or whatever the fuck you want to call that. overall, I think this temple is good. The boss is kind of mid. The mid section is kind of mid. Again, like, this temple is so close to being so good. The idea of like being where these gods used to be is really awesome. That you have to like kind of prove your strength. Like, that's why I like Godan. Like, the boss is like, he's not even there to try to defend himself or kill you. That's like a trial.
It's just a test.
Yeah, like, it's like Breath of the Wild, like, you know, trial of power or whatever. Like, that's really cool.
This is dungeon so cool. Like you said, this is just a big test. This Link wasn't chosen to be the hero, so he had to go to a place to prove it. That is the only Link ever that had to be in a place to prove that he was a hero. So that, the lore-wise, is phenomenal. It's so cool. That's awesome. This is the best quote-unquote water temple because the first part of the game is dealing with water and puzzle with that. It's so cool how it automatically goes up in water level. Yeah, the dungeon item, a classic bow. Can't go wrong with the bow. The bow is
decent.
It's decent. It's not the boomerang, but it is the bow. It's okay. It's cool. You don't really use it too much except for the boss of the dungeon and use it shoot a couple of eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the command melodies very mid. It's not fun.
It's mad annoying.
It's just annoying. I hate this mechanic of command melody. The fact you have to keep just implementing it over and over and typing the song again. It's boring and annoying. But yeah, this temple is the best temple in Wind Waker in our opinion.
Yeah,
I have to agree. It's not S tier, but
it's close.
It's super close.
It can be if it just has a little bit of tweaks. But overall, this dungeon roster is pretty mid compared to the rest. But let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. Let us know your thoughts on Wind Waker. And if you guys liked the video, please drop a like, drop a comment. Please subscribe to the channel. Run it up for us, y'all. And we hope you guys have a good rest of your day, man. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for watching. Peace!
Sure, peace!
Fucking yer! Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Breeds up here. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys like it, subscribe to the channel, and please follow me on Twitch at Reset Plays Everything if you guys want to see me live. Thank you guys again so much for supporting the channel and watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, man. Peace.
That's a hot take. This the one chip challenge. A days during Ramadan, but that's all you could chew. What's the point of a big mouth of running? All it could do when the sun rises, unadvised. I say all you can move. When the sun down, unbound. I make all you my food. My rise through a Lola was lies through your molars. Just look in the moon. I let my mark like I'm Steven, like this night from the tomb.